What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Injection of Inspiration, where every single Saturday I, Graham GSM Matthews, inject you with a daily dose of motivational advice, helpful tips, and all that other great positive shit. So for today's topic, we'll be defining fun. What does fun mean? And I'm not talking about the band either. If you Google fun, the definition that Google gives you is enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure as a noun. But in my mind, the word fun is entirely subjective. It could mean a variety of things to a variety of people. To Louis, it might mean going to a concert or going out drinking and hanging out with friends. To Joe Schmo, it might mean just hanging out at home, watching a movie, or going to the movies, or whatever it might be. The word fun can mean a variety of different things. And here's my story and how it relates to fun. So we're going back a bit here to, I think, the spring of 2014, so about 3.5 years ago, my freshman year of college. And it was one of those nights where they had an event on campus where it was either a concert or something along those lines, a concert or a dance. One of those events that I would find myself not going to. And I have never really gone to any of those type of concerts or events or dances or whatever. I went to a few dances in middle school, like 6th grade, 7th grade. I don't think I went to any in 8th grade, maybe one. But beyond that, I went to very few. I don't think I went to any in high school at all. I went to prom, senior prom, not junior prom. That was a waste of time and money. I just went to senior prom, and it was fine. I don't regret going. It was a fine experience. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. But the point I'm trying to make here is that I don't go to those type of events. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong in going to those events. And there's nothing wrong in not going to those events. It's all personal. It's all subjective. If you want to go, you go. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. It's not that big of a deal. It's a matter of whether you think you will have fun at those type of events. If you go because everyone else is going and it's not fun for you, then you're making a big mistake. Again, there's nothing wrong in going as long as you're going to have fun and enjoy yourself. If you're not going to enjoy yourself or have fun, then what the fuck are you wasting your time for when you can be having fun elsewhere with other people? But anyway, college was no different for me. I didn't go to dances. I didn't go to concerts, or at least not like the school-sponsored concerts. Like, we had fucking Sean Kingston at a concert. I don't think that's what this event was that I'll be talking about in a minute. I think it was a dance. But we did have Sean Kingston, you know, the guy who sang Beautiful Girl in like 2007, like a fucking decade ago, and I'm not exaggerating, like it was 10 years ago. We had that guy on our campus singing for a concert for students. Needless to say, I didn't go. I just thought it would be a waste of time and a waste of money, despite the fact it was only $20. I had better things to do. Anyway, so I don't think it was Sean Kingston, but I think there was a dance on campus that night. And obviously, I didn't go. My roommate didn't either. He went to a few of those things. He went to a few dances in junior year, senior year, maybe even sophomore year. But I think freshman year, he was kind of on my side, and he didn't really feel the need to go. He didn't know too many people. This was second semester freshman year, but he didn't have too many friends outside of myself that were interested in going to these type of things. I didn't go, so he didn't go either. So as we're walking from my dorm to a place called The Lodge, where we would go every Friday night to get food and hang out and play pool and get drinks and shit. When I say drinks, I mean just Pepsi. They didn't sell beer here. They had another bar on campus for that type of stuff, but as you guys know, I'm a straight edge. I don't drink. I don't do drugs, so they didn't have any of that stuff here. Obviously not the drugs, but they would sell drinks elsewhere on campus. That's not where this was, though. And thankfully, it was a short walk from our dorm to this place called The Lodge, where we would hang out every Friday night. So we went there on a Saturday night. We switched it up a bit, went on a Saturday night as opposed to a Friday night. And as we were walking there, we saw people walking to the main building where the concert or the dance or whatever the hell it was being held. We saw people walking back from it. And it was, to me, a train wreck. Again, there's nothing wrong in going to that stuff. There was nothing wrong with the dance itself. I just don't really care too much for the people that go to those type of things, get fucking drunk on their ass at those events, embarrass themselves, and then, you know, in public, and they're gonna have to deal with the aftermath. I don't really care too much for that stuff. Not to judge, maybe that's exactly what I'm doing here, but that's just not who I am or what I do. So we see plenty of that stuff on the way there to getting food. And what I like about going to places like that, on nights like that, is that there's rarely anyone there because everyone was at the dance. No one was where we were going to get food. So it was awesome. I would literally plan my dinner and my lunches around times, at times, when I knew no one would be there. So I would go to the earliest serving of dinner every single week during the weekday with my roommate or whoever, or even by myself sometimes because I don't give a fuck. I would eat and then leave. But I would go at the earliest times just to ensure there'd be no one there. I mean, like, there'd obviously be a few people there that would have the same mindset that I would. But beyond that, it would not be as packed at 4:45 as much as it would be at like 6 o'clock when everyone goes to dinner. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have a huge dining hall, so it would get pretty packed pretty quickly. And thankfully, the place we went to go eat was not packed. So we had a great time. We played pool. We talked. We hung out. And as we were playing pool, some guy who worked there, who I don't believe was a student, he might have been a student at the university previously. I don't think he was at the time, and I don't think he ever was a student in the 4 years we were there. But this is freshman year, so I think I might have seen him before, but this was our first time talking to him. He was sitting right next to us, watching TV, hanging the fuck out on his break or whatever, and we just spark up a conversation with him. I think he started talking to us first, and he started telling us stories about all the drunk chicks that come walking in on nights like that, after events like that, after the dances and the concerts, that just completely embarrass themselves in front of everybody, including him. And it was great to talk to this guy. He was very much down to earth, super chill guy. We had a great time talking to him. And his name was Richie. This guy's name was Richie. So we would always see him every Friday or Saturday night when we were there for like the remainder of our time there at school. And that was freshman year of college. So over the next 3.5 years, we would always see this guy, always say hi. He was always super nice to me and my roommate. He was super fucking chill. And that's one of the things I miss most about college, is going to stuff like that. Not the concerts, not the events and shit like that. I would go to a few events, nothing ever like that to that extent, but just hanging out with friends and getting food and stuff. To me, that's my definition of fun. Again, as I said earlier at the start of the show, your definition of fun is completely subjective. It might not be your best friend's definition of fun. It might not be your family's definition of fun. Everyone defines fun differently. For me, it's just going to hang out. If I'm not in my dorm or at my house, in my room, chilling, hanging out, talking to my girlfriend, or watching wrestling or writing or something, that to me is fun. To many other people, it would not be. And you know what? That's fine. Other people might go out and drink, go to a bar, and that's cool too. If that's fun for you and you're enjoying yourself at the end of the day, and as long as you're not hurting anyone, obviously, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So don't follow the crowd. Don't be a sheep. Just do what's fun for you. Don't just do what's fun for everyone else. And it's not fun for you and you're just doing it because you want to fit in. I have seen so many people like that, and it just kills me on the inside. Because I just want to say, fucking stop, dude. Just do what you want to do, no matter what other people think. Who cares? Whatever you think is fun. Obviously, punching people in the face for some people might be fun. Don't hurt anybody. But beyond that, do what you enjoy doing. So, what's your definition of fun? I would love to know. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below, or find me on Twitter at WrestleRant, on Facebook at facebook.com/GrahamDeGSM.Matthews. Be sure to stay tuned for another installment of Injection of Inspiration next Saturday right here on the show. And that being said, guys, just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have an awesome holiday season. I'm Graham GSM Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.